Now, as we work very hard on trying to fix our government, we need to realize that the biggest issue in Nigeria right now are actually the people. Our ability to take advantage of any situation just to benefit ourselves is ridiculous. Now, a few days ago, I made a video because I've been seeing a lot of people coming out to cry that their people were kidnapped and they need money and all that. You need to be very careful what you do, because it's going to come a point that Nigerians will not care anymore. Because as much as all of you are struggling, we also are struggling. Now, let's speak about this young lady, because I feel completely sorry for her. Now, this beautiful young lady, she lives in Canada right now, and she came out, I think, a week ago or two to say that her mother was kidnapped and they had 7 days to pay the sum of 50 million naira. Now, in any situation like that, we already know the way Nigerians move. Even if it's 1,000 naira, Nigerians are very good at sharing. Contributing. You can see even when it came to Blessing CEO, they don't even care about asking questions. And in moments like this, when there's a deadline and we're talking about kidnapping, we already know that they might unalive you. She came out crying that her mother was taken, and it was asked that the police don't get involved in it, but somehow the police got involved in it. She, not being on ground, she put the rest of her family, and then they went to the police station just to find out that this whole thing was a whole fake story, and not just fake. Apparently the mother was involved with someone. She had a lover, mind you, she's still married, had a lover, and both of them together planned to actually extort this money from their family. So they came out to cry wolf that they've been kidnapped and all of that. And I think it was in Port Harcourt, they tracked the mother and found her in Port Harcourt with her lover. Now, under this situation, like, your family is really, though. The way people take advantage of family is unbelievable, honestly. I find it so heartbreaking. And if there's one thing that we are so good at doing, is sticking to tribes, sticking to family, and sticking to churches that do not serve the purpose. Now, imagine the panic this young lady had to go through, feeling like she might never even see her mother again, feeling distressed. Imagine if her father had a stroke, all in the name of stress. But auntie was busy, relaxing, chilling. This is so unfair to do to your family member. Like, I do not approve of it at all. Now, situations like this, I always say, stem from the lovers. Somehow they find a way to convince you as a woman to put yourself in certain situations that it's mind-blowing. And you as a mother to do this to your children and give them that level of stress, especially in a moment in Nigeria where there's nothing sure. You can literally walk out in the morning, or we used to say, oh, don't go out at night, be safe. Now it's a lie. It's afternoon, morning, any time of the day you could get taken. To play with the hearts of Nigerians this way, and now she's being forced to she has to refund all the money. Why put the girl through this? Like, why genuinely put her through this? Please, we need to be very mindful of what we are doing. This is not the time and the place. We do not want a situation where the government or the police will not take us seriously because they can't tell if the stories are real or not. That's why I would always go back to the story with Mirabelle. That girl got away scot-free. When you come out and you cry wolf and the public reacts just to find out that you're an imposter, like those things should not be easily pushed under the carpet. These people should actually face the law to the fullest. If there's no consequences, people will tend to do the same thing always. We need to be mindful of what we are doing to society and how we are contributing negatively to society. We need to be mindful of what we infuse in our children and what we allow them get away with. This is not the time and the place. What we should all be focusing on right now is gathering our efforts together in every single city and joining this protest peacefully. We're not there to create rockets. We're not there to create noise. We're just there to protest peacefully. Once it starts extending this way, everybody would join in. We ask the military to please just give us leeway to do our thing peacefully. We're not creating rockets. There will be no music. There will be no disturbance more than just making our voice heard. I repeat, there will never be a moment or a time or a place that it is okay to take advantage of Nigerians. There would never be a time and a place that you would come out with a fake story like this to say, oh, you were kidnapped or something happened. It will never be the time. It will never be the time to make content that is triggering to people. It would never be the time. Be very mindful what you put out there. Be very mindful. And again, for all of you that do nonsense in general, if I see the video with you, I will post you and blast you on the internet. So if you know you don't ever want to show up on my page, just do the goddamn right thing, because mama gonna talk about you. I will use you as an example to teach the rest not to make certain mistakes. And again, if you're speaking about the government and anything they do, do not ever speculate. Always use their own words against them. Do not make up stories. Do not add pepper and salt. If you see me all the time, even when people bring up some outrageous things, I say I do not speculate. I will speak on what the government speaks, because you don't want to give them a reason to come after you. Speak on what you see and what you know, not he said, she says. If you haven't heard it for yourself or seen it for yourself, do not speculate. And remember, please get your goddamn PVC. I am tired of speaking nice, and the only reason I speak nice is because of community guidelines. So please go get your PVC. Let's vote correctly. We all know who we are supposed to vote for, so let's not even play about that. Let's get APC out of the picture, and let's focus on something better and greater. Once we've gotten bad leaders out, we can then focus on how to rebuild our country. And this voice, this momentum we have right now, we will never let it fall anymore. When you see ill, you speak about it. If you do not speak about ill when you see it, whether it's from family or friends, you are part of the problem. You will forever be part of the problem. It is high time we take ourselves seriously. When we fix our country and do it correctly and fix ourselves, God will bless us. But if we sit down and say, okay, this is not the time to pick up groups, this is not the time to pick sides, this is the time to stand as one voice always. I hope she's doing okay, because I'm so sick of it. Like the mental strain this girl had to go through, the anxiety for what? What you mothers be doing to your children sometimes is unacceptable. Anyway, see you on my next video. Ciao, ciao.